Hey, what's up, everyone? This is David Greenspan on Season 4 of the Mindshare Podcast. Additional podcasts are available at mindshare101.com and on all the major podcast platforms. This week's episode is sponsored by Kit's Keep in Touch Systems, the Buzz Conference, and EPM. EPM, formerly known as Equity Prime Mortgage, is a great mortgage lender based out of Atlanta, Georgia, where their mission is simply empowering people more. In fact, as one of the many ways they do that, they have brought Mindshare 101 on to offer the exclusive Mindshare X Realtor Training Program to realtors across the USA. And in fact, about 3 hours after this episode was released, I was on stage in Atlanta at EPMX, an amazing real estate industry conference put on by EPM. It was a totally loaded event. Now, make sure you follow them on Instagram at EPM Plus to keep up with everything they are doing. We also have the Buzz Conference with us today. And if you're not already, well, hit them up on Instagram and give them a follow at the Buzz Conference. Also, make sure you get this month's copy of the Buzz Digital Magazine. It is a very, very special issue that you're not going to want to miss. Just go to their website, www.thebuzzconference.com. And of course, Kits is always with us. And if you're not yet familiar with Kits, you need to check it out. This is your complete marketing tool set. CRM, automated marketing tools, websites, newsletters. It is loaded. All in place to help you manage your business, generate more leads and more referrals, and build that mind share to drive even more sales. You can learn more on my site, mindshare101.com, by clicking on marketing. And as you know, we are on a push to get to 100 reviews on iTunes, and so I'd like to ask you, if you haven't yet, please take 2 minutes, rate the show, leave a review. And we're making this super easy for you. All you have to do is go to ratethispodcast.com/mindshare101. Once again, that is ratethispodcast.com/mindshare101. And as always, thank you in advance. Today's episode is number 165. Now, for this episode, we are on a solo mission together. Just you and me again. So buckle up. So we've been seeing pictures all over social media about this stuff. We've been hearing about the possibility of it through the grapevines. But wow, Jen went yesterday, took a pic and texted it to me, and I can't believe it. I mean, the lack of produce on the shelves at the grocery store, that is some scary shit. Also, I saw that lineup of truckers at the border that can't get across to fill supply of much of anything, which causes the question of why do we go across the border for so many resources we already have here at home, such as beef and oil and natural gas, all of which have in fact seen the highest cost increases to us, the consumers. All of this for what? I mean, I guess it's pretty evident that the rest of the world, minus Canada, all seem to be digging their way out of this hole that we've been in. But we, on the other hand, well, we just keep falling deeper into the holes. I've said it before, and I will say it again. I don't care what side of the tracks you are on, and I am not looking to sway you in one way or the other. And I tell you all the time, stay away from religion, politics, and COVID. Yet here I am, about to do this for a second here, okay? We're going to take a few seconds here and do this. And stay with me. Stay with me to the end, okay? Because I am going to wrap all of this for you, all of it together, and I'm going to explain to you why I went down this road today, okay? But why, you ask? Well, because I'm completely and utterly done with this shit. And I know you are too. I know it. So there. I said it. See, my kids keep asking me, hey, Dad, when are we going to get back to living a normal life? They keep asking me, when are they going to be able to go and take their masks off? They keep asking, when are they going to be allowed to play normally with friends? It is breaking my heart. And not just my kids. I mean, everybody's kids, right? And what do you say? Well, the only thing we can say, I know, we just have to get past this. And we will. Every kid from every age is being affected in such a negative way. I mean, look, as long as they're healthy, that's the most important. But I want them to be happy too. I want them to smile. I want them to be able to experience. No more field trips to school, sitting in class as if they're in boarding school instead of public school. Teachers tell them that they can't bring a ball to school. They can't play in the snow with their friends to build a snowman or slide down the hill. I mean, seriously? What's going on with our society? Like, what's going on? When in the world did we move into this dictatorship? Oh, wait. That was when the drama teacher somehow got elected to be the PM of what was our once the greatest country in the world. Now, as long as that monkey's running things, we're going to continue to lose even more. He is so focused on lining his pockets from Big Pharma, he will stop at nothing. In fact, there was a video clip that I recently saw of a public address that he made, and you might have seen it, where he said, and I quote, I'm going to quote this exactly. Regardless of the fact that we are attacking your fundamental rights or limiting your fundamental rights, and the charter says that it's wrong, we're still going to go ahead and do it. It's basically a loophole that allows a majority to override fundamental rights of a minority. End quote. Yeah. Go back and listen to that one again. I don't know if you caught that clip, but that was our PM saying exactly that to us. He knows it. He knows he's attacking our fundamental rights. And because he has the majority, he's using his power to do it without any care as to what us, the citizens of Canada, actually want. These are the moments where you just have to wonder, what is wrong with us? How do we stand for this shit? How is this guy still in office? And for the amount of people that we see flocking to leave this country, it's evident that all the propaganda we are being fed on the daily really holds little substance in the overall big picture sentiment of our Canadian citizens. The numbers are obviously not telling the truth. We all really need to wake up. We need to fight back against the fear-mongering. And look, hey, if you're still here right now, that means I haven't completely offended you yet. And you're actually taking a moment to let this all sink in. See, as I said, I do not care what side of the tracks you're on when it comes to getting it or not getting it. I do, however, care if you're fully in support of shutting down the economy, limiting the experiences that our kids are losing out on, and forcing us to our knees when it comes to the supply of goods. And this is the same group of people who believe that the solution to our housing crisis is to bring in affordable housing solutions that are located well outside our major centers. And the same group who talks about intensification, as if these shoebox condominiums with a washroom and a closet are the solution for a family unit. We have a serious lack of supply in this country. Inflation is at an all-time high since the early 90s. Rates are set to go up multiple times this year. And of course, we've got the elephant in the room that's been hanging over us the past couple of years with no end in sight. A few weeks ago, we had Deputy Chief Economist for CIBC, Mr. Benjamin Tal, on the show. And when I asked about the housing crisis, specific to a housing bubble here in Canada, he said that we are not in a bubble, going on to say that people were talking about shorting Canada 10 years ago because of our housing market. Yet for the past 10 years, everyone has been wrong. When I asked Virginia Munden on our show the other week about the bubble, she too said we are nowhere close to a bubble because the cost per square foot in Toronto pales in comparison to New York City. Hey, some good logic here for sure. Yet CMHC was scared shitless right off the top of the year last year that the market was going to crumble. Hey, they were dead wrong. And listen to all the conversations going on in Parliament. They certainly are screaming about a bubble. So who's right? Who's wrong? Reality? Who the hell knows? One thing I know for sure, though, you and I both have to get up every single day to go to work because you and I both have bills to pay, whether we like it or not. And that's just the reality of life. Inventory's at an all-time low. Any supply that comes to market will be a couple years out anyways. And with rates poised to go up, something's got to give. Now, the other day I saw a post about a house that had gone up by $1 million in under 2 years with zero renovations. Like, absolutely wild. The market's insane. And this lack of inventory is causing a number of different consumer buying patterns. I mean, look, hey, less real estate to buy, more renovating, more decorating mean more goods and services purchasing. But like we already established, the goods are being slowed right down. And whatever is available, the costs have skyrocketed on us. I mean, Jen spent $130 at the grocery store on 4 bags of groceries the other day. And one of those bags included the last bag of pears in the entire store. I mean, like, unreal. Makes you question, like, how much were those pears? Right? You know what I'm talking about. We have to understand this. We cannot control the market. We cannot control the competition. But we can fully control what we do and how we do each and every day. Okay. Now that I've gotten that off my chest, take a sigh of relief here. I feel just a tiny little bit better. You see, this is the problem when it's just me on these shows, right? I tend to share my thoughts and go off a little. But hey, you're still here, so you must be enjoying to some degree, I guess. You are, right? Aren't you? You right? I mean, I hope you are. Here, okay, so hold on. If you are, maybe this is a good time to remind you to rate and review the show at ratethispodcast.com/mindshare101. See what I did there? But I mean, hey, if you're not enjoying, please forget the address I just gave you and just keep listening. I'm just happy you're here. I mean, well, then everybody's here. Okay, here, back to the topic at hand. So what do we do? Where do we go from here? How do we manage our day-to-day with all of this going on? Simple. We build mindshare. I know. You were like, I knew you were going to say that. Okay, here. I'll get a little bit more specific here for us, okay? What do? Well, we set goals. We quantify them. Then we map them out in our schedule. Now, by now, you should be like well into execution mode, right? Like not planning mode anymore. And assuming that you are moving forward, it's about creating the forward momentum all year long. But the way we do that is by focusing on 1 hour at a time. Not your whole day, not everything you need to do, just 1 hour at a time. Win the hour, you win the day. Win the day, you win the week. Win the week, you win the month. Win the month, get closer to winning your year. Win the year, get closer to achieving everything you want in life. So how do we win the hour then? Well, like I said a minute ago, we schedule accordingly. You see, what I want you to do is be sure that you're looking at your goals and focus on what you want to achieve. Then simply attach a time in your schedule every day to work on what that thing is. So let's go a little bit more finite here, right? Because we got to break this whole thing down. Like, what is the scheduling? What's going into the schedule? And really it breaks down into 3 categories. The first one is income. The next one is marketing. And the third one is personal. Now, it all starts with personal, like everything. Why? Because life is about so much more than just how much money we make, right? Personal to-dos get scheduled in our calendar tonight for tomorrow. Then your IPAs, your income-producing activities get scheduled. And all of that will add up to generating income and having a proper work-life balance. See, that is where you find success. But success is definitely hard to achieve when inventory is so low and prices are through the moon and they're like 50 offers on every property. Still though, focus on that schedule. Listings come from trust. Trust comes from relationships. So if every day you have a roadmap of what you need to do, who you need to connect with, how you're building mindshare, then you will be consistently connecting with a portion of people on your list, strengthening your relationships and building trust. Now, is that going to cause them to just up and sell their house? No. But it will help you. How? Well, think about it. The more conversations you have, the more you will learn. And this is why it is important to connect with others. And when you do, truly listen to the questions they have, the concerns they have, and what they are sharing with you. If you hear them but don't listen, you will miss pertinent information that could help you. And if you're thinking like, help me how? Well, part of building mindshare is about having something to say. And we talk a lot about providing value to people. Think about it. The more you listen, the more you learn, the more you can teach others. And as you teach them, they get value from you. They begin to trust in you more. And, well, hey, you get it, right? That's where the listing opportunity starts to develop. And oh, yes, I'm going here. You could probably smell this one coming. Listings do not come from paid ads and online leads. Yes, you may get a lead. Maybe. But we both know the quality of this stuff. And we can agree that most of it is slim to shit, right? Yes, there's an aspect of like making an initial connection with someone online through a variety of marketing tactics. Please, please, please be sure to check your budget if you decide to embark on stuff like this. But understand this, though. Regardless, the relationship is built through the conversation, through the effort that you put into getting to know this person, not just constantly running ads at them. It's a people business. You need to actually connect with people. And when you do that, you create an opportunity to get those listings. And of course, achieve your goals. Leave it simply to like waiting on ads to produce. I guarantee you spend a ton of money. You work really hard to convert, and it takes a long time to see any results. Keyword being any. Because you may actually not get any, even though you spent thousands of dollars hoping. Remember, results come from effort. Nothing we want most in life is ever easy. Alternatively, work your contact list on the everyday, build true, genuine connections with others, and the result will be a much higher ROI for your time spent. And it'll be a hell of a lot quicker for you too, that's for sure. See, that's your ultimate strategy. Keep it simple. Connect with the people you know. Then compile what you learn and leverage it as content to help build your social, your email, your online strategies. This will help you generate organic leads. And that means you won't have to invest the amount of time and money that these so-called quote-unquote lead gen systems for strangers require. See, we work with our coaching clients on all of this. I mean, because as easy as it sounds, it is in fact quite complex to put together like a very effective marketing strategy alongside of systems and processes to grow your business while still maintaining that like right balance between work and life. And another really important factor for why you need to be focused on your contact list and your relationships beyond just making money. You need to be focused on keeping your mind right. I've spoken with a lot of people this month. And I got to tell you, many people right now are in a very dark place. I mean, between what's going on overall to what's going on with the market, it's taking a real toll. You know when you're doing something, like anything, and at first it's not a problem, but then as you do it more and more, it starts to become like what you do. And then like one day, all of a sudden you realize, I have a problem. See, this is what happens with alcoholics and drug addicts, and this is what happens to anyone who's addicted to anything. It could even be like going to the gym or munching on snacks late at night. Like a problem isn't a problem until you realize it's a problem. And that is exactly what's happening right now. Hey, do you know what the leading cause of depression is? It's isolation and lack of socialization. We've been isolated for too long now. That it has become a real problem for many of us. And yeah, I mean, hey, look, it was a problem from day one, right? But not like this. See, back at that time, we had hope. only 2 weeks, only 2 weeks. Then only another month. Then it was okay to go back to some sort of normal. And all of a sudden we went so far backwards that now it has become a problem. The type of problem that has brought on depression to so many people. The type of problem that is now going to take time to dig out of for each person individually. The type of problem that is taking people's lives. This is some very scary shit. We have lost many people to depression over the past 24 months. Many who didn't even know which way to turn anymore. Many who felt so lost that they just gave up. I am begging you right now. Do not give up. Yes, this is bad. Yes, this has brought on feelings we do not like. Yes, this keeps us wondering if there's even an end in sight. Yes, this is the focus point of most of the conversations out there these days. We can't board a plane like we used to. We can't go out and eat at restaurants like we used to. We can't have get-togethers with friends like we used to because people are scared. And I get it. I'm right here with you. And like I said, I am done. But it's the mindsets that really scare me now. And that is what I want to help you with. Think about what I said. Isolation and lack of socialization. That's what causes these dark, negative thoughts, what we call depression. So the solution, and this comes from a lot of studying of neuroscience, which is the study of cognitive functions for how and why our minds work the way that we do. The solution is to speak with others, connect with people, talk, vent, air it all out. Do not keep it bottled up because your negative mind will win the battle and we cannot have that. We need to get back up. We need to get back at it. We need to communicate. And I am convinced that the path to solving or at least helping and impacting the problem of mental health is for people to do a better job of communicating and listening. Don't be afraid to communicate and connect with someone to share your issues. And if someone reaches out to you to talk, don't downplay that moment. Because it may just be the moment that they really need someone to talk to right there and then. The next moment may just be too late. And be sure to really pay attention because that person is not going to come to you crying. They're not going to come to you begging. They're going to come to you simply hoping for conversation. Mental health should not be something we focus on for one day or 1 week a year as the media pushes upon us each January. This is not a fad or a thing to do because everyone else is doing it. This is an ongoing struggle for so many people, and we owe it to each other to help each other every day, not just one day. And as a listener of this show, you know my second last question every show. How do you know it's been a successful day for you? And you know the answer never centers around money. Success is always defined as doing good and helping others. That's what it's all about. You want more success? Help more people. And if you're the one, like many, who needs the help, then have more conversations. This means connect with more people. It's crazy how they both go hand in hand, eh? To drive business, we need to connect with people. To keep ourselves mentally strong and even get out of a depressive state, we need to connect with more people. Your solution, no matter how you slice it, is to schedule to connect with people every single day, even when you're not feeling it. In fact, very importantly, when you are not feeling it. You never know. The person on the other end could just say those magic words that you need to hear, whatever they are, to help change your mindset. It is powerful stuff. And as you do this, remember that life comes complete with failure. And in fact, that is the real path to winning. Look, I know that sounds crazy to think that winning and failing go hand in hand. But what if you ever tried for the first time that you didn't fail at the first time? Probably not a lot. But by having the resiliency to go back and try again and just get a little better, you find improvement, but maybe not complete success. So we fail, we learn, and we try again. And at some point, we get better and better. Yet the journey was full of learning moments because we simply put in the effort to keep trying. So know that failure is okay. What's not okay is you giving up. Then, when you achieve like whatever it is that you were working at, and you start having that success, you begin to become more confident. Confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence. They go hand in hand. The magic ingredient to it all is consistency. So you want to get past what's going on? You want to get into a better mental state of mind? You want to find those deals even though they're hard to come by right now? Your solution is to connect with people every single day. Make conversations, reach out and provide help, and always be building that mind share. You're either listening to this on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, Stitcher, or Spotify. Or maybe you went to my website, mindshare101.com. And while you're on my site, make sure to download your free copy of the Ultimate Marketing Bundle for Realtors. This is a 31-page ebook packed with a ton of tips and tricks for you. Plus, there's a ready-to-go 90-day social media content calendar to help you build more mind share so that you can get more market share. And if you want to talk about personalized one-to-one coaching to help you get to your next level, just get in touch with me. We'll set up a free consultation call, learn more about what you're looking to achieve, and how I and my team will help you do just that. Also, don't forget that our push to 100 is on. All you have to do, this is super easy. Go to www.ratethispodcast.com/mindshare101, and you can give us a nice review with a big 5 stars. And of course, as always, thank you in advance. And if you haven't yet, connect with me on Facebook at Mindshare101 and on Instagram at David Greenspan 101. I want to once again thank Jason Frazier and the entire Equity Prime Mortgage crew for sponsoring today's episode. Make sure you connect with them on Instagram at EPM Plus and keep an eye on our Mindshare X program because we have created a powerful partnership to help everyone build a whole ton of mindshare. I also want to thank Virginia Munden and the Buzz Conference for sponsoring today's episode. Be sure to visit their website, www.thebuzzconference.com, and follow them on Instagram at The Buzz Conference to keep tabs on all the awesome events they're always hosting, along with getting this month's very, very special latest copy of The Buzz Digital Magazine. And I want to thank Kids Keep in Touch Systems for sponsoring today's episode. If you haven't checked this out yet, just go to my site, mindshare101.com, and click on marketing. This has been another episode of the Mindshare Podcast. Thank you for tuning in.